We're looking at amendments, which is the method that the people who ratified our Constitution chose for adding things or changing things in our Constitution. I count about, I think it's 67 different things that the government can do that basically that's declared for them to do clearly, particularly expressly. Much of what's done today is not what was clearly, particularly expressly declared for them to do. A couple of points you could make in that area is um, the government cannot constitutionally, I should say the federal government of the United States of America, may not constitutionally give away money, the people's money, to anyone, any group, any nation, at any time, for any purpose, in any place. It is unconstitutional. Now, you know that our government gives away money and has been giving away money hand over fist. They just love to do it. Well, it's not a constitutional thing. If you want to do this and you want to use your government to give away money, I don't advise it. It causes abuse and misconstruction. It's probably 90%, if not 99%, of the problems you now have with your federal government, whether you be a conservative or a liberal, no matter what your political philosophies are, no matter what your thinking is, most of the problems you have would go away if you did not allow the federal government to give money away. And many of you think, well, no, they have to give money away. It's loving not to give money away. It's not loving not to take care of people, and people should take care of people. But using the federal government, that's a very bad idea. It's very destructive. You don't have to like it, but that's the truth. But if you did want to use it, you'd want to make an amendment. That amendment would have to be clear. It would have to be express, which means it's to the point. It doesn't wander around to, go every place else. It's just focused on one thing. And it would be particular. It means it's of itself. It's an individual unit. It doesn't have, it's not a part of something else. These are just aspects that the ratification letters pointed out was how the government was to be declared, the powers were to be declared of the federal government. You need to make an amendment in that area. And then you can do that. You can have your government go out and do whatever you want it to by way of amendments. What we've done is stop using the amendments. And we've gone to simply allowing our government to do things which are not declared for them to do, and by which, seeing how they're not declared, they are actually restricted from doing. In doing this, we've opened the door to all kinds of people using our government against us. We now have foreign nations using our government against us. We now have our own representatives working with people to get them special privileges and get them what they need, okay, because they're paid. They put money into the coffers for their elections, and then they have to pay them for these things by getting them what they want. And the ones you have to worry about, and the biggest problem, are the ones that pay everybody. They just pay everybody. They pay both sides in an election. Whoever wins, you owe them, see. And they've got that kind of money. And then we also have the people themselves, okay, and are just going nuts. Well, somebody got something, so now I need to get something, and then that makes it equal out, Well, no, you're just selling your grandchildren into slavery. As you give this power over to the government, evil men will, because there are some evil men who aren't stupid, they'll come in and they'll manipulate and they'll get control of that power then. purpose of declaration of restriction, the purpose of having a federal government, the purpose of the amendments is all to keep that power, when people agree together, which is produced in government, from being abused and misconstructed. And if you want to solve your problems, you have to go back to that. Hopefully this is helping.